summer of love.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me Zane, and today we're doing a GC with 2.9 Expo cycle. This is one of my favorite decks, not my all-time favorite deck, which is Log Bait, but this is a close second, and I have been killing it with this deck. My GC log is 12, 10, 9 at the moment with this, and what happened is, I'm just going to show you really quick. The GC before this, I disconnected on this match and another match. The 2 games I disconnected, I'm just going to show you, and then I just lost to like Golem, Night Witch Clone. He Golems, I went the other lane, and then yeah, and there, I just lagged. There and there, I just got 3 crown right there, and yeah. So let me just share the last battle. I'm gonna show you versus. Okay, this is just for a video. I'm gonna show you the matchup versus this Pekka deck, which you face a lot of. 3 musketeers, and then we're gonna maybe golem as well, and then we're gonna hop into live games. So anyone who wants to see live games, I suggest you skip, or if you want to see the tough matchups, just look at this because you want to learn them. I just went to the eyes doctor because my eye has been killing me. Like, I'm literally crying right now as I record this. So opening this, we finished 12-1, just so you know. So we got archers, bats, 3 musketeers, inferno towers, dark goblins, wizards, guards, barbarians, battle rams, skeletons, rage. No, okay, this has been an awful chest so far. The only thing we use is 3 musketeers, inferno tower, and battle ram. Everything else is just bad. So I guess we got a ton of gold from that. Yes, we did get a ton of gold from that. And let's just start GC, and now we can watch the 12th match, which was versus Giant Graveyard and Cannon Car. So I'm just going to show this really quick. I made a huge misplay because I was talking to someone, and then yeah. So here I messed up my Tesla placement, which should be a tile higher, and it does not pull the Cannon Car. I took 1,000 damage because of that, but I did not waste elixir on it, because if I had wasted any elixir, I couldn't have gone back. But yeah, see, 1 Expo and his tower is at 740 and ours is 910, and I'm going to pressure the opposite lane. He misplayed because he should have gone the same lane, and yeah, just ignore our Expo and went for the tower, and then just graveyard, giant graveyard in the middle, which is so hard to stop. And I win because of that. And the reason I switched lanes is because you don't want to give them poison value. They can just poison the tower and log it if they have it. It doesn't have a log or zap. So, and this match, the infamous deck, I call it infamous because I don't really like it, but it's probably the strongest deck right now, the Pekka deck. So how you want to play this is, when they use a Goblin Heart, you're supposed to use an Expo in the middle so that it kills it off. Now he's already BMing because he's got the matchup. So I'm going to place my Tesla. Even though I placed my Tesla, I'm going to place my Expo. Why? Because this is the best play you can make with this deck versus this, because you want to get an Expo so that you can defend versus his Goblin Heart, you bait out poison, and you can also defend versus the Zappies if he plays it at the back, the Miner if he plays it in the corners of the towers. And yeah, here he split Zappies, and your Expo is going to get a lot of value. If it came up, your Tesla is going to get a lot of value. And you're going to see me doing this really interesting thing is, you have to watch out and always fireball the flying machine. Like, even if it crosses the river and you don't hit anything else, just go for the neutral trade and kill off the flying machine, because that is the hardest troop to stop with this deck. But you don't have anything like a Mega Minion. You could swap out the skeletons for the Mega Minion, but you lose a lot of your cycle ability, plus yeah, cycle ability and distractions. That was a very bad round from us. But you see how the skeletons work. Yeah, so the Goblin Heart is killed. See my expo placement. Did not want to place the expo in the middle because he could poison the left tower, which was already at 2200, and if he poisoned it plus the expo, my left tower would be at 2000. So you don't want to be giving them poison value. So switch up your expo placements. Here I'm just waiting, and I know he's got Pekka in hand. Again, see, we're gonna take a good trade, and yeah, I don't think I get a lock on. Do I? I don't think so. I probably do. Ice Spirit, Flying Ice Golem, and that is a lock on. He poisons it. A very late Tesla from us, which would have been an overcommitment, but the Tesla, when it hides, it doesn't get damaged by poison, which is absolutely phenomenal for us because now we already have a Tesla in place. And you have to play offensive during double elixir. I'm just hovering, yeah, Fireball because of the flying machine. Get down the Ice Golem as quick as I can. And here I think, no, I don't play him. Here, see, the skeleton is one of the strongest cards in the game when it was 4 elixir. Even at 3 it is very strong. Like, if it's on defense, it can kill off a lot of stuff, and you have to zap. If they zap, it's obviously, see, I say an oops not because of BM, because I missed the Goblin Hut. He says thanks, but it's not really, yeah. I can play defensive expo and then still Fireball cycle him out, which I do at this point. I'm just gonna fast forward because I think I just Fireball cycle. I'm gonna log, I'm gonna expo, defensive expos till I actually win. Log, the archers, he let them through, and that's game. So even if he hadn't, we could have gotten an expo through. Plus, what we could have done was Fireball cycles after we've set up defensive expos and Teslas. And versus 3Ms, this can be a difficult matchup if you don't know how to play this matchup. So I'm just going to show it. So usually you want to split archers. I'd rather cycle an Ice Spirit than cycle archers, because if they've got a pump, that they're just going to ignore the 2 archers in the left side, both sides, and get 3+ trade. So here, because he's used a tank and his down elixir, I'm going to go for an expo, and that is literally a tower. Skeletons to surround, Ice Spirit for the miner. I don't think I use an Ice Golem. I don't use an Ice Golem because I want to save that for his Dark Prince. The Dark Prince is so strong right now. And I'll just say this, I've gotten tons of 11s and 10s with a lot of different decks, but I did not show or upload any of them because they were not 12 wins. If you want, I can play those decks like at 6 wins, 0 wins, if you want, because then you get a lot more content, and I don't have to really wait till I get a 12 win. Some of you, like 1 or 2, just agree, and the rest of you don't comment. So yeah, it is hard for me to understand if you'd like me to play the complete GCs or not. So the Ice Spirit claiming clutch, and the expos, the Tesla and Ice Spirit just cleaned it off. We're still behind elixir, but what we have to do is, because this is versus 3Ms, when we take in a tower, we can just go for defensive expos and defend. We're gonna Fireball the pump because you don't want to give them a positive elixir. You don't want to give them an elixir advantage. So he says well played because we don't have Fireball in cycle for his musketeer. Notice this placement. Because of this expo placement, the off-center expos, we can play Teslas in the center and pull stuff. This is particularly useful when you face giants, and we're just going to Fireball the minion horde because our deck cycles at 2.9 elixir, so this is a very fast cycle deck. Even if we Fireball the pump, and by the time the 3 musketeers reaches our towers, we can actually get another Fireball through. We can cycle back to another Fireball. Here I think we just get a lock on, like right now, and that is in 2 Fireball, And if we get an archer's hit or anything, we can just fireball cycle. Here my plan was to cycle fireball, 2 fireballs, because 2 fireball does 570. You're gonna have to know your spell damage. Here my Tesla, so that he does not break through. And you're gonna see me cycle archers in the right lane and fireball the tower. I think yeah, Ice Spirit, Ice Golem, and this is just one more fireball and log away. Remember, fireball does 201 now instead of 229, and log does 84 instead of it does 84 instead of 96. I'm just gonna check my log damage in case it was 86. Nope, it is 84. The sap is 56. So now we're just gonna hop into live games, and hopefully we face some hard matchups. So this is a good hand. We're just gonna cycle our. We don't have the Tesla, so this is kind of a bad hand, but it's okay. So because he has not played anything, so now we think that he's got log bait. So we're just gonna fireball it. We have the. So we're just gonna do this. I think this is a very off-centered barrel. We can play our skeletons because that was going to break through, and our Ice Golem was a waste. Now we know that he has Lugbay with Prince, and now if we count back the cards, he's got Princess, Prince, Ice Spirit, Goblin Gang, Goblin Barrel. I'm not sure if he's played a log or not. He's got Ice Wizard, so that's 5 cards. Assuming he's got Nado, that is 6. And we're going to fireball this, because why not? We're going to set our defensive Tesla. This is a very high barrel. We could have used our skeletons to lure it to the tower, but I'm playing a bit more defensive right now. And this is a very winnable matchup for us. Now what we have to do is just play a offensive Tesla, and then go for. Yeah. So that Ice Spirit is not going to do anything. Yeah. So I can use our Ice Golem right here. I might very well just play Tesla and then log everything. If the log hits, I think I misplayed a bit, but it's fine. I'm gonna have to switch lanes. He's got a lot of damage in this lane, so let's use Ice Golem right here. I'm gonna fireball this. Next thing I know, I am gonna fireball this. I think I should. Very bad. Me not switching lanes is going to cost me the match. So I'm going to log this, and we're going to fireball the Goblin Barrel. Now I'm just cycling to. Yeah. This is going to die. And that's it, that is a lock on. We can play our skeletons right here. If the Ice Spirit drops, Ice Golem. Let's play log. And that is good game. So we sorry, no, that was good game. I did not meant to say well played. Sorry. So anyways, we did misplay a bit, but that matchup was in our favor. Playing and talking at the same time is not my forte. But yeah, let's hop into one more match and then we can call it a day. And I'm sorry if you hear any background noise. It is evening right here. So Ice Spirit, he's probably got a cycle deck. I'm gonna wait a bit, see if he plays anything else. I'm just gonna play a Tesla, hook, I thought I was going to miss Tesla because that was a really drop delay. This happens a lot these days. Okay, so because he's used a knight, I'm just going to go this lane and see if he's got a rocket or not. So he's got Executioner, so I know the deck. He's got Fireball. Surgical Goblin shared this deck, so it was bound to be popular. Knight, let's just, yeah. Skeletons is going to handle it, and we're going to use our Tesla because he's got a Hook Rider in hand. If he now goes this lane, we can just use our Archers plus Ice Spirit. He has to Fireball. And because that is a very healthy Tesla, we're going to go this lane with an Expo. Why? Because he can't push with a Hog into it. And also we're going to ready our Ice Spirit because he has to push. Okay, Knight, well played. He has Executioner, so he also has Log in hand, so yeah. Archers, thank you. That is a lock on. He's going to log this. Log this, you're going to take a lot of damage. Yeah, well played. So I could have logged that, but I'd rather use the skeletons and take a hit. So now I'm just going to use my Expo here and Tesla in the right because he's going to play his Xe. And I can log and Fireball. Let's just log. The Hog jumping just costed him the game. That is 3 tanks. You have to see that Executioner is a good tank. The guards are good tanks because they have shields. You can use Hook Rider. I'm just going to log the Ice Spirit if I can clip. Okay, I did not clip it, but I think I can hit the Executioner with the Fireball. And that is 1 hit point. High Tesla. He might log this. We get log value. I'm going to save the 1 hit point tower because I want to Fireball it at the end. So let's play very high Teslas. And let's just go for the kill. We took down the Xe, and he just gave a good game. So this is a very solid deck. You have to be very used to it. You have to know when they have certain things in cycle, when they do not have certain things in cycle. You have to know when to switch lanes. Yes, speaking of switching lanes, even if their tower is at 1000 hit points and the left tower or the other tower is at 4 hit points, switch lanes if you have to pressure, because the next row solo can take a tower. So you have to know that. So we did not get anything. Before I end the video, I'm just going to show the Golem replay, because Golem, as you can see, is a very hard matchup, and you have to know how to defeat this matchup, how to win the matchup. Excuse me. So anyways, with Golem, what you have to do is take a tower in the first 2 minutes. You can't take a tower in double elixir because they've got they have more elixir to play with and can overwhelm you. Here my whole issue was he might go completely go on the offense, ignore the Expo and take a tower. But see, the Ice Golem, you kite the Ice Golem away, use your archers to kill off the support first, and then you use your Ice Spirit to put the Golem in place so that the Tesla can kill it off. This was very similar to how I would use Inferno Tower and Ice Spirit during my matches with Logbay versus Golem. What I would do is I would use the Princess behind my towers to kill off the support, and then Inferno Tower in the middle, and then use Ice Spirit to keep the Golem away from the Inferno Tower so they can't lightning it. Again, because using my archers and Ice Golem and Ice Spirit to separate the support from the Golem, and then logging the Golem away so that it does not get any death damage off, and then using an Ice Golem to get rid of the bats, and using skeletons so that you don't take damage. And where even on Elixir, I've got his towers down to 532. That is 2 fireballs, and against Golem, because they've got such a slow deck, besides the Prince, nothing will take your tower instantly, and the Inferno Dragon is very slow. So yeah, here I had misplayed the log so that the Prince was actually coming near my towers, and because the archers just got a hit, this is already 2 fireball range. Not 2 fireball range, 2 fireballs, just 402, I think. So again, using my archers and ice golem, skeletons to distract, another set of archers because he's just used his poison, and the ice spray is gonna make it through. I looked because I thought he would use his guards, but he did not. And now this is just a lug and fireball away. So I'm just gonna use my Tesla, and this is GG. Fireball, lug, ice spray, good game. He's mad because he lost me, even though he had a hard counter. So guys, this is how you play the deck. If you want to see more Expo matchups, Expo gameplay, I'm your guy. I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna do the 20-win challenge, probably with Lugbe, Expo, or Pekka minor poison, I don't know. Probably Expo, I guess. And this is my log. I'm gonna do another GC, maybe with Expo, maybe with 3 Musketeers, maybe with this deck, maybe with this. This is my new ladder deck. This has been working brilliantly. I am still stuck with level 7 barrel, so I'm not using Lugbe on ladder, but I am, and this is a Lugbe deck I'm going to try in my GCs, and this is the old 3 Musketeer Lumberjack deck that I'm going to be trying again. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always guys, take care.